So some of what keeps me going are individuals that I've worked with in the past. And when I first started in this industry, my first clients were kids, 12, 11, 10-year olds that had been court ordered to treatment. And because I was the younger therapist, kind of newer, and only had my bachelor's, I had a certification so I could do the work with these kids. Um, I had some really tough cases that people would kind of pile on me because they were like, "Give it to Steph, she's a newbie." But I had this one case in particular that of a kid that had been arrested when he was like 8. He came from a third world country, a lot of severe trauma, and I really had a connection with this kid. But the attorney decided I was not educated enough to work with this child. The child fought her. He said, "I want her to be my psychologist." Didn't know what that term meant. And, luckily the court ordered in favor of keeping us working together. And I realized how much the relationship impacted the progress that this child made, because that connection and that feeling cared for is really what made the difference. And that attorney ironically became one of my one number one referral sources later on, when I continued my work with kids. But it really taught me about the importance of the connection in the work that we do, more so than the information, the knowledge. I could have all these degrees, and he'd worked with people with doctorates and a lot of more education than what I had at the time. But what you can't fake is the connection and the care and compassion. And that can be healing. So to me, I think it's more about, rather than correcting behavior, correcting experience, is about connecting. That's what brings healing.